I'm a fan of edibles.
Okay, awesome.
Strain, yes.
What type of edible did you do?
You know, I had a mango. I think it's sativa.
A sativa.
That's not usually my thing, but I do sativa
so that's
when
why
I need to.
That's why you was a little more perked
Yeah,
up. Yeah,
exactly.
Hello, Chicago Dream Gala. We're just gonna let a few more people.
Okay.
We're gonna let a few more people get in here, and then we're gonna get started.
Make sure people can see what we talking about.
Oh, we have to.
We are making up
everybody.
Well, it's not that time yet.
No, no, still just so we can
All right. Well, we'll just get it out the way. We'll get the bottle.
Just go ahead and get that out the way.
We'll open up. So we're using rum today for our cocktail. And this cocktail is going to be infused with a very special ingredient because Megan makes her own tea blends, which we'll get into in a few minutes. And it includes what you may have guessed it by now, cannabis.
Yes, absolutely.
So, a couple more minutes. What rum is this, babe? Plantation. So we have plantation dark
Double
rum.
aged.
And we have some mugs out here. So this is going to be a warm cocktail that you can drink for the rest of the fall, winter season to warm you up. So get you real cozy and relaxed.
Especially since you're going to be probably sitting in the house for most of the rest of 2020. So,
Exactly.
Hey, take notes, write this down. You know what I'm saying?
2020 has been canceled.
Cannabis and tea and rum. It just sounds like a wonderful combination, doesn't it? And someone that you love.
And if you guys have been following us for a while, since we started Thirsty Thursday, you will remember that we had a cocktail a few months ago that actually was infused with cannabis smoke that Terrence did. Remember that?
Right. That
was really good. We actually didn't even get to taste it because it was remote. It was like in the high prime, nobody's going around each other time.
Exactly.
So he smoked it. He did the blueberry herb, so he smoked it with thyme and what was the cannabis strain? I think it was Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder, that's exactly.
So he made a cocktail and then he put the smoke in the cocktail, let it sit a little bit, and then that was that. But we never got to taste it. We just imagined what it tastes like.
Okay.
But we don't have to imagine tonight.
Okay.
We are going to get to taste these firsthand. So I'm just getting some ingredients prepped. We're using the cranberry spice. Well, I always want to call it cranberry spice, but the spiced cranberry syrup today to sweeten this cocktail. And I'm going to let Megan get into who she is, what she does, and what ingredients she is contributing to our drink today.
So, hey, I'm Megan, and I run a blog called The Melanated Minimalist. And I really just talk about mindfulness from the perspective of a Black woman who's a mother of two, who enjoys consuming cannabis to calm my anxiety and all of the kind of mental chatter in my head, which led me to launch the cannabis tea line, Mindful Medicinals, which can also be found on Instagram. And today we will be drinking my fall special, which is the Autumn Equinox. It's a spiced chai blend of apples, cardamom, cloves, all those great chai spices mixed with apples and orange peel, with CBD, non-psychoactive cannabis added, and burdock root and dandelion root for flushing you out, relieving your body of toxins and things like that. Detox wellness throughout your whole body.
So we get to detox while we retox.
Right.
We retox while we detox.
I feel you.
Yeah. So we are going to get started with making this cocktail. So everybody's got their mugs. What's up there?
While we do you have like a background in like tea? Was like tea your thing when you were growing up, as opposed to like
I
coffee
think
or
tea,
anything like
it wasn't like something I was into, but it was something that was like all around me all the time from the women in my life. Like my aunt, she would always run around with aloe vera in her back pocket, talking about like, put this on your burns and your cuts and your scrapes, and you know, put it in the tea, put it in your hair, and you're like, what are you talking about? Like, so it was just like always like herbs, using herbs from the herb has always been a thing that's been in my family, been in my life, but it kind of just recently dawned on me to like, oh wait, let's actually put this together as a wellness blend for myself to do on a regular basis, and then provide to other people to do as well.
Nice.
Okay, so the details of this cocktail, we are starting with 1.5 ounces of rum, dark rum, not spiced rum, because we have enough spices going on with the tea, with the syrup. So we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of rum for everyone here. And then we brewed some tea already, and we're gonna see if it's enough for everyone. If not, we made like a strong, we brewed it a little strong. Huh?
What kind of, this is
So this is the autumn
Equinox.
equinox. Yes. Which is, and it's beautiful, comes in this lovely packaging.
Yes.
She has some of the cutest packaging.
apple, burdock root, you say?
Apple. It's a black tea with apples, orange peel, burdock root, dandelion root, cardamom, cloves, ginger, CBD. So non-psychoactive. It won't get you high, but it will definitely help you.
Say that again for the people in the
It
back.
won't get you high, guys.
You
It's
got it.
CBD.
It's made for you to feel
It's
good.
not THC.
Yeah.
And if you need education on like the difference between those two, you can go to my website. There's plenty of information out there right now, just educating people about the differences between THC and CBD. But the main difference is that CBD will not get you high, but it does have a range of beneficial medicinal effects on your body. It's anti-inflammatory. It helps you with stress. It helps you, has anti-cancer and tumor promoting properties and all of those, helpful medicinal things. So it's just a great addition to tea that, just makes it all
that much better.
that much better.
So while Megan was chatting, I added about 3 ounces of tea to our glasses and a 1/2 ounce of the spiced cranberry mixing syrup. And I'm gonna go ahead and top these drinks with a cute little cinnamon stick. I did wash my hands, y'all.
We believe it.
And if we want to make it extra fancy, we can add a little dried oranges. Why not?
Where do you even get those? Trader Joe's?
I actually made these.
At the crib with the new.
You can do it in the oven on for 2 hours on 225, 200 to 225. But I tried it. It's about 2 hours.
Okay, 2 hours.
And but I tried it in our new air fryer, and they have a dehydrate option. But I didn't adjust the heat, so it took almost 5 hours for us to do these. Because
which one do you have? Because I'm a fan of the air fryer, you guys. I love it.
It's
a game
a
changer.
brand that I hadn't heard of, but I Googled the top 10 air fryers, and it was number 2.
Right.
So the top one was one that I didn't want to pay for.
Yeah,
And the second one was is by Iconites, I think.
Okay, what
But
else?
it came with a whole bunch of pieces and stuff. I don't know.
That's my new.
I have a surprise at home using the dehydrated.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
yes.
What you do?
So what I did
I'm gonna
was,
stir this first. A little
when
bit.
I was making some syrup, I had some fruit that was sitting in sugar. I was like, I don't want to throw this away. So I was
What you do?
I put the pineapples in the things so we can make candies maybe for the drinks.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah, see, I be thinking.
And made candied pineapples in the
I did
air fryer.
that with half, and the other half I soaked it in tincture, and we're gonna try those tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's try these drinks, y'all.
Okay.
I'm so
Okay.
excited.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Everybody smell the camera. There.
Oh,
Okay.
you
Let's
should
go.
get that one too. That was a good one.
Ooh.
Girl. Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes,
taste
y'all.
all of that
Yes,
right now
yes,
because
y'all.
I've been drinking this bitter tea, so
Hey,
all these
Reza.
flavors are just all over the place for me.
Reza said, hey,
Hot
yes to the
toddy, hot
cranberry.
toddy.
Hey, friends. Okay, yeah, it's good to see all y'all. Thank you for coming through. This is the best version of a hot toddy. Now, if you're like a chai latte type person, you can always add in some frothy milk to this. If you want to keep it vegan, do like a coconut or almond milk. I suggest coconut would probably be like pretty awesome.
It would be amazing.
I love coconut milk though. That's me.
Yeah.
But almond milk, I think, would be equally as good. Or oat milk, if you're one of those people who likes oat milk.
Or cashew milk.
If you have a nut
Or
allergy, you know, so a lot of people have nut allergies.
what all
They
the
can't
rest
do.
of the milks they got.
They can't do the nut milks.
Toe milk.
Oat
Get you
milk.
some. Get you some.
You're doing too much.
There's lots of
This
milk.
is just doing too much. This is delicious, and it's gonna get you good and warm.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're about to
Okay.
be on lockdown for.
So we talked about kind of what inspired you to start doing more holistic, medicinal things. But what prompted you? Because you started your blog first.
I did. My blog was really about being
Leave this way, son.
about mindfulness and about really learning kind of what are the most important things in my life, and living like a life of intention around making sure my life was just surrounded with more good things, more things that I can honestly say, yes, I'm grateful for the day that I had today or the life that I live and things like that.
Right.
So mindfulness for me and starting the blog was really about talking about those things and talking about like being having a desire to live a life like that and wanting to connect with other Black women, moms, who also felt that desire as well.
Because you're a mompreneur. You have how many kids?
Say that again.
A mompreneur.
Mompreneur.
Yeah.
That's new. That's new.
Well, it's new in your world, baby.
Right. Because I'm not a mom.
So, how many kids do you have?
I have 2 babies. I have a boy that's 5, Dylan, and a little girl who's 3, Daily. And yeah, those are like, they changed my life. I was like all about being this corporate girl. Like I wanted to live this life. I wanted to live in like a high rise downtown and just like live this glamorous like boss girl life. And then I had kids and I was like, whoa, no, I don't want these things anymore. Like I want a different life. And like my blog became like my reflection of like saying, oh, okay, I want to take a pause. I want to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to have an online brand. I want to have an online business. I want to be able to have a life where I wake up and I start and plan my day from start to finish, and no one can tell me like, hey, you need to do this or you need to do that, and you need to
You
be
get
here.
to dictate your own day.
And especially with this pandemic, it's made it that much more important to be like, look, living a life where someone tells you where to go, where to be at what time, from this time to that time, really doesn't work in this like world of technology that we live in, where we can work remotely and we can restructure the way we work and stuff like that. So like it became like so much bigger. Like I want to touch on all those things and connect with people who feel similarly.
So you talk about like this lifestyle of minimalism. So is that what goes in? What is minimalism? Like, what is a minimalist lifestyle?
So minimalism is about getting very clear on what's essential to you. Very clear. Like, if that to you means get rid of all your clothes and only keep what sparks joy and fold everything into tiny little squares and put them in your drawers, or have a just black and white decor with one couch on one wall and a table over there, like if that's what minimalism means for you, then yeah, do that. Some people get rid of their houses and go live in a van by the river, type of things. Like, get very clear on what it takes to make you happy, and like go for that. Like go for
so like
it.
being intentional with like attracting your happiness.
Really, like if you really have to sit down at night and write a list of all the things you're grateful for, like if you're honest, you're gonna write some things like, I'm not really grateful for that, but like, all right.
Well, like the things you're really grateful for.
But you can improve that every night and be like, you know what? Today I'm going to, I'm just gonna go sit by the lakefront for 20 minutes because I really love the lakefront. In the summertime, it's beautiful, so I'm gonna make it a priority to get out there today, this month, while it's hot outside, or whatever the case is. Like, do more things, make sure you're doing more things. Schedule more time for doing things like that in your life.
I am tasting the I'm getting like a cannabis aftertaste now.
Really?
Yeah. So what I was telling Megan before we started, because I smelled the tea, which it smells absolutely awesome. It smells super good. It's like very fragrant, fruity, spicy kind of smell. And I was saying, like, you barely smell the cannabis in it, because a lot of times cannabis just kind of overwhelms everything and you can smell it no matter what you put it in. But now that I'm drinking this, like when you let it sit on your tongue a little bit, you kind of get that cannabis hint at the end. But it does not overpower this at all. Like, you wouldn't drink it and be like, oh, I know something is in there.
Right, no.
It tastes like tea. It tastes like a really delicious chai tea blend. So I'm all for it. This is so good.
I've never had like a chai tea that had like alcohol in it before. So that's definitely a good.
No chai tea with alcohol? Look, it's a Thirsty Thursday first for Michael. A spiked chai tea. This is so good.
With alcohol.
Like, mine is almost gone, and I probably should have drank it a little slower, because I noticed when it's warm, when it's a warm drink,
oh yeah,
the alcohol hits a little fast. Okay, so plant medicine is your thing. Like, you love plant medicine. Like, you have on a shirt that says cannabis is medicine right now.
It's medicine, guys.
Because everyone doesn't believe that. Some people think cannabis is just recreational.
Right.
Or it's just a thing that potheads do, or people who the unsavory characters participate in. But it actually does have healing benefits, which is why it's becoming more less taboo.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's obviously been used as medicine, just from a pharmaceutical world, they made it into a pill, or you could only use it if you had a medical reason. But now they're making it more recreational, so it's more access for people to use it outside of having like a serious illness like cancer, or what was the other ones that you said? Lots of things. Cannabis solves a lot of things, actually. Yeah. So, outside of your grandmother, what inspired you to be more intentional with plant medicine?
Yeah, it's always been a part of my life. I'm always been a tea enthusiast. Always, literally, like, if it's in a bag, I'm kind of like hesitant to pick it up. I really want to experience the herbs myself and blend them, and I just have always wanted to work with spices and herbs like that. Just for my own self, my own wellness issues, like what you're saying, like cannabis is becoming more accepted recreationally, but that doesn't necessarily mean people are using it only recreationally. There are lots of people with like kind of undiagnosed, unspecific illnesses, like
anxiety,
anxiety,
insomnia, things like that.
People wake up with a dull backache for 30 years. Like, that's not okay. Like, that's not what your body's meant to do. So, a lot of people have, been using it underground or whatever while it's been illegal. But now that, CBD and the most medicinal characteristics or qualities have been made available, more people are, kind of letting go of this stigma of saying like, no, this particular herb has a wealth of, beneficial things for our bodies, and we have a whole I can't even say it right.
Economy.
Cannabinoid system that
endocannabinoid.
Endocannabinoid. Exactly.
Yes.
System that has cannabis receptors. And
it is a hell of a word.
People people have just realized oh, this is a thing, and let's study it. That's 100 more years of research to really understand what exactly cannabis does for the human body.
The thing is, it's actually been researched already, but what happened was the government stopped you from being able to study cannabis for positive reasons, so you can only study it for something negative.
Right.
So,
what are the negative side effects?
So it created a stigma. That's why your mom and whatnot is raised.
Yeah, your grandma.
If they fucking smoke the devil's
Everybody,
lettuce,
exactly.
Devil's lettuce.
Right.
So
the skunk weed. I'm like, what?
Right. But I mean, I think all three of us at the table are cannabis advocates on different levels. You know, like I love CBD. I self-diagnosed myself with anxiety because I mean, it only takes so many times to figure it out.
Yo, something ain't
And
right.
CBD definitely helped me through that. And I mean, y'all know.
You already know, fam.
He has his little whisper.
You already
in his
know.
back, so y'all already know.
You already know.
So we all find it very beneficial. So being able to enjoy it in this way and making it a ritual, like you said,
Ritual, yeah.
like tea is a part of your morning ritual or just a part of your mindfulness ritual, being able to incorporate that in something that's so healing and calming, it's like, I feel so good right now.
Right.
I'm not high.
Right.
But I feel really good.
But that's the thing as well, like with anxiety, like it became a thing of saying for myself, because I suffer from that big time. Instead of like, okay, let me run towards coping mechanisms that are bad for me, whether it be alcohol or like shopping or doing any kind of crazy things that I shouldn't be doing, beating myself up and just
or other drugs.
Yeah, or other drugs. Right, whatever they may be. Like, let me, like, ritual became a thing. Like, let me create coping mechanisms that fulfill me, that help me, help me, like, just get into the feeling and feel better and learn how to, like, cope with what's going on in my mind.
So I was looking at your website and I saw something interesting on the shopping site where you buy the tea, and it says, it has like a note that's like, if you want to get the most properties out of it, to add some kind of fat. So what does that do?
So that's what science has
What
been.
type of fat you talking about?
Like
Just any kind of fat.
anything that has a fat in
See,
it,
that added to the tea.
added to the tea in order to get
So
the
like
benefits
a coconut oil and milk.
Yeah, to get the added benefits of CBD, you should add an oil to it, MCT oil. People, you know, you can add it with a coconut fat, a coconut milk, almond milk, regular milk.
So there are vegan
Mango
versions.
is also one. Also.
Mango?
Mango is also.
Oh, you know what? I did see that. I saw that on the internet the other day. That mango, if you want this particular meme said if you want your high to last longer, eat mango before
mango.
you
It's an
consume.
activator.
Oh,
So I don't know.
Wait a minute,
I guess
guys.
mango has
That's
like
just-
good fat in it. Maybe, I don't know.
okay.
But
absolutely.
so the fat helps. It almost helps like the properties in it like bind to your system.
So that's actually a property.
It's like a binder.
This is
That's
some
actually-
science things that I'm not a
This is
scientist.
science, y'all. We
I
love
don't
science.
know
We
That's
don't
these
know.
actually
science
that's
terms. I
actually
can't
a
really
property
say.
of like all the drugs, like all
Let's see if
drugs
anybody
have
got something to add to that.
particular thing that boosts them.
You guys
Like all
know.
drugs, cocaine.
Right. Okay.
ecstasy,
Yeah.
actually,
Okay.
Like ecstasy is orange juice.
Oh. Is that what
Although
it
there's
is?
kind of a back and forth around
Oh.
that.
That is too much.
Cocaine is
I don't understand.
Yeah,
I
so-
don't
If
wanna
you
boost that
accidentally-
high.
But that's just
You
that
accidentally
is
drink
the-
some orange
that is
juice?
a-
Right.
That is
Like,
that
I'm
is
so
everything you
thirsty.
can
Okay,
do with
no.
like drugs in general. But we're talking about cannabis here.
Right.
Yeah.
So with cannabis is fat mangoes or some type of fat.
Some type of fats. And we're gonna concoct the perfect recipe for every tea to make sure.
Right. We're gonna add a half a teaspoon of coconut oil or something.
Exactly.
That'd be good.
It probably would.
So have you ever heard of like bulletproof coffee?
Yeah.
So you can
yeah.
make
Add the
bulletproof
butter.
tea.
Yeah.
But you know you can do a vegan.
But I've
version of
never
coconut
seen
oil.
that like. I don't know how it
In
like,
real
pairs
life.
together. Yeah.
So I mean I think coconut oil would be good.
I
But
think it
I
would
feel
be
like
too.
you'd have to have like a frother or
Yeah.
something
So
to
I
really
have
mix
one.
it in.
So I'm just like everybody.
Yeah.
Get the kit.
Yeah. If you don't have a frother, so frother is like the thing that they use at Starbucks to make sure your milk really like frothy with the foam. You move the table, baby. I know we level up, level up, level up, level up. But anyway, so if you don't have a frother at home, if you put your milk in a shaker and shake it really, really, really fast, that's supposed to help froth it, or put it in the blender. But it's not as effective as a frother. But still, you know. Work with what you got. We're at home mixologists. We don't have all these fancy
Whip
tools.
that thing up real hard. Like,
Or you can get like those weird
Like the
foam machines they have at the bar.
Oh, like
When you,
those-
if you've ever gone to a fancy bar where they have like those really nice foams on top of drinks, you can get one of those foam things. But you know, that's if you
That's
want
like
to do that.
$300.
We ain't doing all that.
That's your business.
We're not doing that. We're gonna use this shaker and we're gonna use this blender or an immersion
Nobody wants
blender,
that.
whatever we're gonna. Well, if we have at home, that's what we're gonna use. All right now. All right, because that's your business. Okay, we're gonna make one more drink.
Oh Lord.
Are you good? Oh, you still drinking?
I am still drinking. Why am I still drinking?
I've been there.
One more drink, y'all. So if you missed it at the beginning, we are doing 1.5 ounces of rum, dark rum. We are using plantation rum. Wait, ladies, well, you want me to do your last?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a half portion, just a quarter portion for you, since you still have some in it. Oh, we need more tea.
Oh shit.
Is there some more tea somewhere? We need to make some.
Now we.
We'll just add water to it, y'all. It was actually a strong brew. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the syrup first while Megan runs and gets the rest of the tea.
Oh, yeah.
Where you going, babe?
I'm leaving.
Everybody left me, y'all.
I'm leaving.
Okay,
All right.
half.
So look,
Wait, baby, I'm still talking.
but she still gets
half
stuff up
ounce, a half, baby.
keep talking, baby. Shoot, keep talking.
This is my husband, y'all. As he.
Oh, I
They
think it's
can't
upside
even
down.
read that, baby.
Upside down.
We'll tell you what that is in a moment. So I'm doing 1/2 ounce. So that was 1.5 ounces of rum, 1/2 ounce of syrup, cranberry, spiced cranberry syrup. We're just gonna give her a little bit because she still had a whole drink in there. And then we're gonna shake this up a little bit. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. There you go. All right, 3 ounces or more, you know, if you want, of tea. Be careful, because
So the camera works like a mirror.
yes, the camera works like a mirror.
Why did I not know that? I don't think I've ever like tried to do that before.
So it wasn't upside down, it was backwards. And I'm
It was
still-
like
'cause I didn't
inside
really
out,
put that
right?
much in yours.
Cause don't you put the little thing up there sometimes?
I'm just gonna stir it with my little cinnamon stick.
That's science
Everybody.
right
Stir, stir, stir. Let's see how this second batch goes. And it's still delicious. And it's still delicious, y'all.
Yeah, damn, I thought it was
Okay, friends. So we have talked about some of everything tonight. Some of everything plant-based, vegan, plant-based, and
Amongst
plant
the
medicine. So thank you for joining us. It's been awesome. We hope that you try this drink at home. Make sure that you go to Megan to get this delicious tea blend, the Autumn Equinox. Where can they find that?
They can find that on my website. If you go to at mindful_medicinals on Instagram, you can find it and purchase today.
And also follow her blog, The Melanated Minimalist.
Exactly.
Correct? All right. See y'all later, y'all. Thank you. I love you. See you next week, where we will be with, Lord. We'll be back here, actually, at Events by August with Alicia August Wright, the owner, proprietor, and chief creative of Events by August.
And just
she will,
overall boss bitch.
and it'll be like our Halloween special.